Okay, welcome back. Now, the rest of this is just going to be sewing. Henry Yurgoof. I still have to do the darning here. I haven't done it yet. So what I'm going to start with is these eyes. I went ahead and did my second one, and because I did the second one in half double, I took this one and I went back around it and I did a second row of single crochet. So that's what, you gotta tell me that is adorable. So I'm saving the darning for a reason, because we need to do feathers too. I didn't think of that. But we have to do a few tail feathers, and we still have to do the wings. So knowing we still have to do the wings and the tail feathers, I'm going to wait and do this white darning when we do that. So for right now, let's get this mostly done, and that way also, and I don't lose one, momentum, but two, I don't lose all these little pieces. So we're going to sew the eyes on, sew the feet on, and I couldn't find any bread ties, but I did find my decorative wire. So what I'm going to do is probably I'm going to use a silver one. I think it'll be less obvious if it pokes through. So, yeah. So I got the wire, and I got a pair of wire pullers, or whatever, pliers. So the other side. Still pleased. My measuring tape, which also still doesn't apply until I do the square one, but whatever. Somewhere is this thingy. So what I'm going to do is take my longest white tail, which should be on the outer edge. The other cool thing is we're going to put a little bit of our stuffing up under the eye, but we have to get it like, so have your biggest crochet hook or a chopstick would work, or a pencil. You're going to use the blunt end of it to stuff the eye. So let's do this quick little, and this is going to be the same for the eyes and the feet. So I'm going to show you one eye and one foot, and then I'm sure you can, do the other. You're smart enough. It's literally sewing, and you do all that needle point, so you should be very familiar. You probably would sew these on better because you know how to do things like a whip stitch, or you know how to do a think of the terms. Diddly doo, diddly doo, Wayne's World. Okay, so yeah, sometimes that happens. I don't know. I'm trying to use a real small hole, so. Okay, so but you know how to do all those special cool stitches and stuff that I have no earthly concept of doing. Really? Alright, let me go pause this and get me a needle with a bigger eye. Okay, so as you see, I got just a regular yarn needle, and I shoved my thread through it quite easily, by the way. And I'm going to take it from the top. I'm going to decide where I want to go. So I want to get it right close to the beak, I think, because I want it centered. So I think what I'm going to do is start stitching here. Okay. So I'm going to just find a spot and sew. And I don't know what the stitch is called, but I'm just going to go around. I don't know if it matters so much if you catch one or two. I'm catching two as I go around. And you want to try and find stitches that are going to be under it. Okay, don't worry about those threads right here because you're going to tuck them in a minute. Sometimes you'll go into the same stitch like this one. I'm probably going to use it one more time for this one. That's okay. I mean, it's not, people can say whatever they do in these videos. It's not an exact science. There's not really a right or wrong way. There's neater ways. But as you see, this looks fine for what we're doing. I don't know what you're doing with it when you're done. I think I'm going to give mine to my aunt. She used to have a chicken thing. Big old chicken fetish thing. Weird. I, on the other hand, just hoard yarn. I don't have weird fetishes. People confuse me in day-to-day life. That's okay. That's kind of a loose one. Alright, I'll just use it for her. Eric has gone to work. Lucy is still at school. I don't know what Amanda's doing. The TV is paused for a few minutes. We have all this stuff to put away, and my goal is to get some of the stuff put up today. I hate it because I just gotta fully commit to the Christmas stuff. So I'm keeping this one off to the side. I'm tucking this. Alright. So get, I guess, do you want to use the step ladder or the
I can use the step ladder. Let me go ahead and take care of like this recycling too while I'm up.
Okay.
I got like shoes.
Alright, so
I just need to get a jacket.
I'm gonna keep doing this, what I'm doing, until you get back in.
Alright.
You said the step ladder, not the step stool?
Yeah.
Alright, because I'm almost done with this one. I can get the ladder and shove it over there. So I took the strings in, then I'm going to tuck a little bitty bit of stuffing. And that way it protrudes a little bit because the duck's eye isn't flat. Open that too far center. Oh my gosh. I have a cross-eyed duck. My duck will have narrow set eyes. Maybe when you do it, think about that and set your eye off a little bit more. I just kind of, oh well, whatever. Okay, so now you need to creatively tie it. So I'm just going to go under there, pull through, and then I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to get it under there and I'm going to weave it. Now, what you need to do is weave it in with the like yarn. You don't want to weave it into this yarn because you'll be able to see it. If you use two different whites, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could have used the same white, and then in that case, it doesn't matter if you weave it up there or down here. Kind of like that. It looks like one of those eyeballs. If you ever want to make an eyeball laying around for Halloween, you would follow from here to here. And that, actually, when you got, I would personally start it with this and do this, and then work this into the ball and then narrow it. But anyway, that would be a different tutorial.
You want me to take care of the laundry detergent bottles?
Yes, there's 2 laundry detergent and I think 1 softener. There's also a bleach in the trash can. So when I put the other one on, I'm just going to have to put it real close. I just dropped it in the trash can. Okay, so you're going to find how to put that on and duplicate it. We're going to come down here to foot placement. So how do you want your feet? Oh, that's a good question. Do you want them, is this something you're going to have sitting around? If you're going to just like plop them and let them sit, I would say, do I need to hold Henry?
No.
Okay. Or you can put them underneath. I think it would look good either way. Because I'm still going to do wings on mine, I'm going to go ahead and put it underneath. So probably about yay and yay. Oh, poor Henry. Oh, Henry. Here, let me put the stool up. Here you go, Henry. Oh, Henry. Oh, hi. Oh, is you crazy? What are you doing over there? That was the hard way to do this, Henry. Oh, is you gonna come over and say hi? Oh, no, no. It's not yours. And then, yeah, that's all you're going to do. It's the same thing with this that you did with it. Wait, Henry. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the eyes ball.